level description was email reminder. Again, Dunning level category similar to Dunning procedure category, Dunning level category. Useless, you may or may not assign. Even if you don't assign, that's fine. So reminder, just assigning. Now here we agreed that days in area 3 days, no Dunning frequency. Charges, here you can assign the charge here. Okay, but we have done interest separately. That's why we don't want to do late fee again. Okay, so if they don't want to run separately like late fee, they can click on determine interest and assign the interest key. We have interest key for 52, 53, blah blah interest keys we created. So those interest key will be assigned. So along with Dunning, the interest will also be charged. Okay, so since we have done interest separately, I'm not mixing here. Then here credit worthiness numbers, we agreed that 10 credit worthiness point will be added, and along with that we can assign a payment deadline. Payment deadline says when I'm going to send the letter, say on 1st it was due, on 4th the first level will be reached. Now I may send a payment deadline. I will send a 1-day payment deadline. That is, on 4th the letter will be sent and the customer will, a payment deadline of 1 day. That is, they will be given 1 day ka mohalat, that pay within 5th. If you don't pay within 5th, then the next level will be sent. Okay, like that a deadline can also be communicated. So this 1 day will be added in the Dunning print. Okay, payment deadline. Lot of other items are there. You don't have to do everything. Then with that, save. Okay, a lot of things like optional Dunning level is there. What is optional Dunning level? Say we have, say here, on 4th by mistake Dunning did not run. Okay, directly on 6th Dunning run. What happens now if I run it on 6th? Then what will happen? Directly disconnection letter will be going to the customer, or level 1 will be reached, because I cannot send level 2 directly. I have to go through level 1. But by mistake on 4th and 5th I forgot to run Dunning. Now if I put my first level as optional, then it will not require. First level will be not sent directly. Level 2 will be reached. Okay, that optional. All those features are there, advanced features. Not those are not not used that much. Okay, now this is a criteria of Dunning level 1. Now activity. Now here we put an amount limit that do not done if the amount is less than say $10. I told you each level we have a threshold, so here I put a threshold of $10. Now we go to the activity. Here in the activity, the actual activity will take place. That is a letter that I'm going to send. How will I generate the letter? Okay, for that we need to configure activity. So I can come out, but let me open SPRO separately so that I can join the dot. So reference IMG. So currently we're at configure Dunning procedure. Just before we have a node called configure Dunning activities. Okay? So here the activities are configured. Like in which activity, what activity will be performed. Here the FM is assigned. There are some standard FM like ISU Dunning block device. This is for disconnection. You see, standard. Okay, obviously we will have standard. I don't have here any Z. All of these are standard, and here you have to assign the. You will ask the ABAPer to write a FM, create a FM, and that FM needs to be assigned here. The ABAPer will give, you will instruct like what kind of what is a letter, all those things, and that FM they will create, and you as a functional just assign the FM here. Okay, so for here I'm going to create 3 separate activity: 0901, 0902, 0903. Okay, so what I can do, I can copy. First I will run the reminder. Okay, so reminder level I can see here. I'll just copy this one. I'll call it 0901. Okay, email reminder. And here you see standard ISU Dunning print correspondence like that. This is the function module, and along with that a form is assigned. Okay, so I'll save it. This is my activity of first level. Then the second is disconnection notice. So I'll copy this. But my here you see function modules are same. For both of them, I have the same function module. Okay, so I can assign, I can copy the standard function module and create a Z1. And here I am sending the same standard because I don't have a Z. So I'm going to send the same activity. So I will copy and create 0902 disconnection notice. Let me see ICO Dunning. Do I have anything separate from email reminder? ICO Dunning star 29. Okay, so block device charges. Like if you want to post charge, you can charge from function module as well or via config. Okay. Deactivate installment plan, deactivate loan, empty activity, event 303, interest, print, statistical entry, vcon, pf number. I can put an empty activity. Okay, so empty activity. What is empty activity? It will not perform anything, but the Dunning level will be reached to level 2. From level 1, the Dunning level will be reached to level 2. No letter is sent. Okay, so the dummy empty activity can also be assigned. So I'm just assigning the standard one because I don't have a Z. If I once I have the Z, I will assign the Z here. Okay, and I will send the disconnection. So this copy 0903. This is the block device. This is the actual disconnection wala function model. Okay, and save. So I created three activities 0901, 0902, 0903. And in the first level, I'll assign this 0901 new entry. Don't put amount limit here. Currency, credit worthiness do not put because already amount limit and credit worthiness we have already put. Okay, number, the first one is 0, second one is 1, third one is 2, like that. We did in returns. Okay, and here I'll assign the, from the F4, I can choose 0901. I have just created. Okay, and you hit enter, you will see the name of activity and the correspondence form will be populated. Currently it is blank. Hit enter. Okay, so email reminder and the correspondence form is generated. And save. So first Dunning level is configured. Likewise, I'm going to create second and third Dunning notices, Dunning levels. Okay, so I'll go back to Dunning level. I'll create level 2. So level 1 is done. New entry. I'll call it level 2, and level 2 is disconnection letter. Again, I may or may not add any category. And here we agreed that days in area and Dunning frequency 5 and 2. Trade worthiness 20. Payment deadline, say I will allow 2 days. And here we can put a Dunning recipient. Dunning recipient control from contract account. If I do not put anything, CA masters, whatever is there. Remember, I told you in the CA master dispatch control, there is an option. If alternative recipient, if nothing is populated, then this BP will be sent. If the alternative Dunning recipient, a separate BP is assigned, then that separate BP will get the notification. That is control from CA. If I assign one, Dunning recipient gets Dunning notice. Whoever is Dunning recipient, he gets a notice. Business partner gets Dunning notice. Business partner and Dunning recipients, both of them gets notice. Okay, Dunning recipient means the actual BP who has failed, and business partner means the actual BP who has failed, and Dunning recipient is the CA master, whoever I have assigned. Okay, in my initial classes I have explained. So just mostly we do it from the contract account. Okay, this is done.
It will be the same person, right? Means in contract account also we update business partner, and then against that we do invoicing also.
if in Ganesh, contract account of Ganesh, if I assign Tijo as the Dunning recipient, then blank means as per contract account, it will go to Tijo.
Yeah,
One
okay,
means
there is
it
there
will go to,
also.
yeah, one means it will go to Tijo. Two means it will go to Ganesh. Three means it will go to both Ganesh and Tijo.
Okay.
Okay. So, anyways, I cannot show you the correspondence. So, I just wanted to show you the variation, but actual thing I cannot show you here because I don't have a form and all thing. Now we'll go save, and I will go to the amount limit. Here also let me choose $10, but this thing business will confirm. Okay, $10. Maybe this $10 will be higher for commercial customer but lower for residential customer because their consumption is lower. Okay, next, Dunning activity. Here new entry, amount limit 0, currency USD, creditworthiness 0, number 0, and activity 0902. Save. Third level, new entry. Level 3 is disconnection. Days in area we agreed 8 and 3. Creditworthiness 30. Payment deadline. Even after disconnection, we'll be still expecting that the payment will be made. Okay, maybe I'll give 2 days. Okay, pay within 2 days. Else I'll send you to collection agency, and the collection agency will send gundas, and they will collect money. That will be the hard way. Okay, so that kind of thing. Amount limit. Here 0903. Okay, Dunning config is ready. Now let's go to the end user part. This is not going to post any document because we did not assign the interest. Anyways, if the interest would have assigned, then also our interest related config is done already. Okay, since it does not post anything, I don't have to go to the posting document. Like I don't have to create main sub, assign EK0 and EK02. Not required because no posting. So I'll open /o C882 CA master, and I will assign that Dunning procedure. Maybe a standard anything was assigned. Right now I'm going to assign my 22 0903. Save. Oh, one more thing, I have to remove DD. If the customer is on direct debit, Dunning will not take place. Why? Because direct debit means business initiated payment. So it is companies look out to collect the money. If the direct debit is returned, then the company must give the warning and remove the DD flag, like we just learned. So if the DD is there, no Dunning will be there. Because DD means the customer is on auto pay. If the customer will pay manually, then the customer forgot to pay, then we can done. But if the customer is on auto pay, it is our responsibility to fetch the money. And if the payment is failed, our responsibility to remove or put a deferral date or to remove the DD flag. If the DD flag is there, standard Dunning doesn't work. Okay, so now let's see /n FPL9. How many open items do I have? Okay. Due date, I'll sort ascending. What is the first item? First item is 1803. This is my first item, and this is I think this is manual posting. Okay, now we will done it. Now let's see, as we told that our first dunning will happen in 3 days, that is we have a grace period of 3 days. Let's try to run dunning on 18th though. So also we have a calendar assigned, so let's see 18th, 19, 20, 21st, the first dunning should take place. Let me try to run dunning on 20th. Let's see within the threshold, within the days in arrear period, does the dunning will run, because every day dunning will run. 18th will run, 19th will run, 20 will run, 21st will run. On 21st, this customer will be picked up. Okay, so maybe on 18th, some other customer will be picked up. From 20th, some other will be picked up, but 21st, along with some other, our John Smith will also be picked up. So Dunning will run in the batch every day, but let's see, our config is foolproof, because maybe a negative scenario I'll start with, so that the customer is not done before the due date, because this is part of agreement. In the agreement, I mentioned that we will give you 3 days ka mohalat. After that, we'll start dunning, late fee, all those things. Okay. So let's configure /o fpva. Dunning takes place by fpva. Let's see how many people has practiced. Oh, we checked yesterday, 330 people. So I'll run dunning from so show one, copy. I'll also call show one, replace the BP, and 0903. Dunning parameters here, I'll put the due date 18th. I'll put the due date as 20th March 20th. Okay, knowing that the dunning will not happen on 20th, but still let's see whether dunning happens or not. Okay, technical settings, logs, additional information, save. Now dunning happens in 2 steps. First we have dunning proposal, after that we have dunning activity. In the dunning proposal, system checks that how many customers are eligible for dunning, and in the dunning activity, the actual activity is performed. It may happen that after proposal, client want to see, okay, I'm going to send dunning worth 13 million. Does the amount match? Okay, it is fine. Then we'll run activity. Okay, or we can run both proposal and activity in one shot. So first dunning, I'm going to run proposal separately, activity separately. After that, we'll run proposal and activity together. Okay, so now we expect that dunning will not happen. Let's see, save. So there is no simulation, because proposal itself is a simulation and activity is the update run. Okay, so I'm running proposal alone. Save, schedule program run. Oh, schedule program run, start immediate. Okay, finished. Environment, dunning history should not be done. Okay, it is blank. And I will go to the logs. I must see why it did not run, due to some other reason, or the one that we know. So it is 14. It is all green. So Dunning group checked. Okay, so this is not due to any other reason. Now we are going to run on 21st, where we expect that Dunning should happen. Copy and show to. Here I'll put the date of issue as 21st. This is 3 days from the due date, 18, 19, 20, 21. Okay, 3 days after due date. Then save, schedule program run. Okay, refresh. Finished, completed. Environment, Dunning history, and execute. Okay, so you see Dunning history appears. That means Dunning has taken place. Okay, and again, all of them should not be done. Only these documents should be done. Only which is due on 1803, because rest are all due, will be due after this. So how much will be done? 72.10 should be done. Let's see the amount. 72.10 is done. Dunning procedure 22 is reached, and Dunning level 1, our first Dunning level email reminder, is reached. Now if I want to see how this 72.10 came, you double click, it will tell you the document number which was done, this 90422. 90422. Okay, this is the one we expect to done. And now, okay, so we have done the Dunning proposal. Actual Dunning has not taken place. Now next I'm going to run the activity. So proposal is as per our expectation we are good with the proposal, then I'm going to run activity. Okay, so come back. So the T code for proposal is FPVA and T code for activity is FPVB. So from the environment also we can go to Dunning activity run. So you see FPVA here. Now I go to Dunning activity run. It goes to FPVB. Okay, and here we'll mention the proposals data ID and run ID. Like for which proposal I'm going to run activity, because in activity I will not feed BP, CA, Dunning run, Dunning date, all those things I'm not going to repeat again repeat here. I will just give the data ID and run ID so that system will check the proposals data ID and run ID's content. Here you can run activation in a simulation. But anyways, our proposal is fine, so we are hopeful that our activity will run correctly. So all fine, save, schedule program run. Okay, refresh, completed. Let's see environment, same way, Dunning history and execute. Okay, so Dunning has successfully run. Now here in FPL9, in the Dunning level field, it will be 1 because it only this document has reached to Dunning level 01. Okay, because rest of are not done yet. So hit the refresh. Okay, and I'll do due date wise ascending again. Okay, so this document has reached Dunning level 01. Also, if I enter, I will also see in the Dunning data, I will see a Dunning history. From the Dunning history, I'll see that it has reached Dunning. Okay, in this data ID, in this run ID, the Dunning has happened. Dunning procedure, Dunning level, blah blah blah. What is this N? I don't know what is N. And issue date on 21st 3 2024, because after 3 days, remember 18 plus 3, 21st 3, this Dunning has happened. And along with that, now my BP has a 10 credit worthiness point. Let's validate. So I'll go to the BP master, environment, additional environment, credit worthiness. Why? Where are my okay? I think the returns I did with the new BP. Daniel Bryan's BP. On that BP, I did the return because I was expecting some credit worthiness point for the returns also. But maybe let's validate /show C883. I think this is the one. Okay, sorry. 20. This is. Oh God, what was the? Okay, it was Daniel Star. Daniel Bryan. I think this one went through the returns. Yeah. So return happened with this BP, and this BP, the old BP, we did Dunning. Now the old BP, you see 10 on the March because the issue date was 21st of March, although today is April, but my issue date was 21st of March. So here select and you'll see it will tell you date ID, identifier, BP, all those things. This Dunning history screen that we just saw from the FPVA. Okay, so first level of Dunning is reached. Next, after that, on 22nd, Dunning will run, but nothing will be picked up. On 23rd, because there's a 2 days of frequency gap. On 23rd, it should go to level 2. Okay, so let's run Dunning for 23rd. And this time we will run Dunning proposal and activity together. Okay, so where is the FPVA screen? Here. So I'll go back to Dunning proposal run. Okay, I'll copy, create show 3. This time I'll run Dunning for 23rd. But 23rd is a Saturday. Saturday batch will not run because we have factory calendar. We will not run Dunning at all on Saturday. So next Dunning will do on Monday. There is 2 business days. From 21, 22nd is the first business day and 25th is the second business day. In between 24, 20, 23, 23rd, 24th, no Dunning. Batch will not run. Okay, so on 24th, I will run Dunning next. This time I will check the start current run. Checking start current run means Dunning proposal will run with Dunning activity together. Okay, so here I don't have to go to FEVB. Here FEVA, FEVB will run together. Okay, now no changes required. Save, schedule, program run. Okay, refresh, completed. Environment, Dunning history, execute. Okay, so again, Dunning history, I can see that Dunning is reached. This time level 2 is reached. You see, Dunning level 2. Previously it was on level 1. It is now in level 2. And you will see a print date. Print date is populated means activity is also run. In proposal, print date is kept as blank. I should have shown you last time when I did. If I check now, you will see the print date is populated. Why? Because I have, after proposal, I have run activity. So if you run activity and proposal separately, the only way to understand is print date. And also, if the activity is not run, thus in FPL9, you will not see that Dunning level is updated. Here you will see that Dunning level should be updated. Dunning level, it should become 2. Okay, this 01 should become 02. Refresh, so it has become 02. Okay, now next Dunning will be on how many? After 3 days, next Dunning should be reached. So I'll run Dunning after 3 days. For the last level, copy, show 4. 3 days, okay, 25, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I will not show you again. You can practice. While practicing, you can try to run Dunning on 26, no Dunning, 27, no Dunning, 28. Yes, Dunning will happen. Okay, so this is the last level. I mean, in production you will see more than 3 levels, but same thing. I did not create more levels. Okay, it is the same sheet. You can, I hope you understand. That's why I'm not just repeating. Now save. 3 days I have added. Schedule, program run. Okay, refresh. Environment, Dunning history, execute. Now it has reached level 3. In level 3, we have assigned a FM, which what it does, it blocks meter. Although I don't have any meter because I don't have any contract, installation, nothing, but still it will generate a service order, a blank service order. Okay, how to see that? Double click on this, you'll see a disconnection document. Disconnection document. See, disconnection 10120. This is a trigger that FICA sends to device management or FSM team. Okay, so /o e, what is the keyboard? EA87. No, /n ES87. I forgot what is the. There's a T code to show disconnection document. Hang on. T code showing disconnection document in SAP ICU. EC. Sorry, I tried EA, ES, EC86, EC87. Okay, so EC87. Display disconnection document. Enter and execute. Here my service order is blank. Okay, disconnection activity is blank because there is no connection at all. Had there been connection, then it would have created a service order. You see, service order is blank. So the service order is created via workflow, and via that workflow, the actual disconnection happens. Then the door hanger, different things happen. For example, in our last US implementation, in one of the client demo, after this it goes to the FSM team, okay, field service management. So the FSM guy, he was up to here, we did the demo to the client, and after this the FSM took over, and I just saw, I was amused by their module. In that module, what happens, they have a application where a Google map is being shown. So in our demo, a service order is generated. Then there is a Google map. This guy, I mean, the FSM lead, whoever was the FSM lead, he was showing that from the service order is generated, and it is assigned to a particular owner. Okay, team lead, and team lead will open. There is an app in the. It's like a Google map. In the Google map, it will show you. It will show them actually that in close to the premise where the disconnection should be done, which agent is there, because the field agent, they will go to each customer's house and they will disconnect, they will repair meters. So in the app it will show, like for example, say this is the premise where such disconnection should happen, and here different field service agents are available who are doing that work. So in that application, by distance, it will show in the app that which one is the nearest. Say this one is the nearest. Okay. The team lead assigns the service order to this guy, so that this guy, whatever work he's working on, it will show in his mobile app. Like in Zomato, we have food delivery apps, Swiggy and all. They get that, okay, I need to collect food from this restaurant and I need to deliver into this home, like that. You will get a notification, and then after finishing, say suppose he is working with this client, he is fixing some meter or something. Once he fixes that, then he goes to this premise because it is closest. That's why the team lead has assigned the disconnection activity to this guy, and this guy will go and he will perform the disconnection. It may happen, I mean, he also showed in the demo, it may happen that that guy went to the premise, but maybe it's very severe cold, or maybe there is ice, that's why he cannot disconnect. Then he can create a notification, that means he will come again next day. Or say there's a crazy dog which is unleashed or something, but he is barking very loudly, and it is not safe to go into that house. Again he will write a notification so that tomorrow he or someone else will pick up, who is not scared of dog, or he'll write a note which will go to the customer saying that, hey, you have a crazy dog, please handle, I'll come again tomorrow at 11 a.m. or something. Okay, so this part is done in the FSM side. I mean, although I did not configure anything, but in the demo I was amazed by this module, FSM, field service management. It was very very interactive. Whatever we do, the clients were okay, fine. Like whatever we do in SAP, that is not very interactive, that is okay, boring shit. But when the FSM guy took over, he showed those Google map. He showed that this guy is moving. Like whenever we book our Ola or Uber, you'll see the Uber is moving. Okay, like like in 5 minutes it will come. So these guys are moving, whatever they are doing. So all things were being shown, and it was very interactive. A lot of people were asking questions. Nobody asked any question on C4C, billing, device, FICA. Okay, they were like sleeping. As soon as we handed over to FSM, they were like lively. They became so lively. Okay, this is very good. What if this happens? What if it's a Sunday? A lot of things they were asking questions. Okay. Anyway, so our part is to create service order here. Once the service order is created, our FICA activity is done. Next, the FSM team will pick up. Okay, so they'll work on the service order, and they currently it is new, and once they do everything, it will be, I think, 99. Let me see, or 20 or 21. Let me see what is the status. Completed is 20 or 29. So disconnection started after that. So in that application, they will assign a agent. So disconnection started, then after that disconnection is carried out, then 99 they will complete. Once the disconnection is carried out, they will complete it. Okay, different thing will happen. Device removal started, device removal executed, device installation started. So here the field service agent, the service order may be generated for, in our case this is DNP, but it may happen for other case. just installation needs to be started. Okay, device installation carried out, all devices removed. So all these status disconnection document status they can configure in the FSM side. They can have more than how many? We have 6 or something or 13 entries. They can create more. Okay. Anyways, so we have reached all 3 levels. That means now my here it is at level 3. And from FICA side, every time I send a disconnection, I send a dunning, I must send a letter. So in the DFKK COH also, correspondence will be generated /n SC16N Dunning is 0003, I guess. Dunning notice CA is 3300 2016. Okay, why only one correspondence generated? I expect 3 should be generated. Which ran ID? Show to, that means my first level. For first level, it got generated, but for second or third level, anyways, it should have generated. It is standard procedure, standard form is assigned in level 2 and level 3 as well. Let me see. Level 2 and level 3 also had forms, right? This is my level 3. We have yes, I have form. So this should also be generated. Anyways, this is standard approach. I'm not going to enter, but anyways, here you'll see 3 separate correspondence will be triggered and it will be sent to the customer. Now let's see. I want to add one more document into my dunning. So the entire dunning life cycle is done for my first CA. Now suppose the customer still doesn't pay. I want to include the next couple of documents. Okay, 31.3. I want to include this 6.4 as well. So I will run dunning on 31.3. Again, this 31.3 will not be included unless 3 days are gone past. Okay, so after 31.3, 31.3. So here, okay, Sunday. So 1, 2, 3. Since it is Sunday, I'm going to go for 4. On 4th, you will see this 2.1 will be also added. Okay, so I'm going to run dunning for 4, or rather I'll run dunning. I'll add the 6th as well. So 6 is a Sunday, sorry, Saturday, then 1, 2, 3, 4. So on 11th, if I run dunning on 11th, you will see that these 3 items are included into dunning. So 11:04, I'm going to run dunning. 11:04, because it was 6 Saturday, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 11:04, I'm going to run dunning. You'll see all 3 will be covered. Okay. Although the highest dunning level is reached, so I'll go back, copy, and show 5. Dunning on 11:04. Save, schedule program run. Okay, completed. Dunning history. Okay. Now it is done, but the amount will be increased. Sanjay, can you please go on mute? Although I have less than 1 minute. See, the amount is increased now. Earlier it was only $72. You double click, you will see 3. I was expecting 3.